Okay, hit the record and timer. And hi, folks. Thanks for streaming. This episode of Yumio to Ohanashi features horror writer and the author of Vale, a young adult Bayou Murder Mystery, Stacey Pierson from Louisiana. Thanks for joining here, Stacey. So can you briefly introduce yourself?
Yes, I am Stacey L. Pierson. I am a horror writer living in Louisiana. Well, every day is horror for me. So that's how it is.
I see. And I recently checked your web bio and noticed that you had an interview on NBC 10 News today. Just wonder, how did it go?
It went really well.
Good, great.
Ashley, who interviewed me, actually, we're old friends.
Oh.
And we didn't even know that we were going to be seeing each other. She was interviewing me. So that was really fun. And it went over really well. And she was I mean, it's just a blessing to see her again after all these years. And I really enjoyed it. And I remember at the end of it, she said, if I ever have another book come out, to come back to her. And the funny thing is, the book that I mentioned is the book that's being published in 2024. So
24, very soon. And I just wonder, since you have this beautiful black hair, are you Asian descent or?
No, it's funny part is I'm not sure. We're not sure. We were told for a very long time that we were just Native American. And then the question came down to, are we really Native American? Because no one's really sure now. So believe me, the DNA test to see about our heritage is happening, because now we want to know.
So it's a big mystery, I see. And first of yes. I see. So first of all, can you share your latest accomplishment or your temporary goal?
Well, my latest accomplishment is getting my Creole Island horror, Dark Descendants, to a great publisher, Ohanashi Press, and it'll be coming out in 2024. And my latest just happened just a few days ago, actually yesterday. My publisher said that he loved my new book idea coming together, and so that will be in his hands in a couple of months.
So your pitch worked. I see. That is great. So can you briefly describe your work so far?
Well, I really like to. I'm an only child, but I really love the bond of siblings, and I enjoy that banter back and forth, that love-hate. So I try to put a lot of that into my characters, if they have a brother and sister, which in every book there is one. Something that I missed, so I want to take from everyone else and put in. And I really love the idea of what's behind your shoulder, and I want you scared not to look behind. But then you're going to do it anyway, because, well, you got to read on to find out what happens on that. And Louisiana. I have Louisiana in every one of my books except for one. And I just like to stay here because there's so many ghost stories and so many legends there that you just got to bring to life some way, somehow.
I see. So is there any scary legend, like legend of a Blair Witch or something in Louisiana?
Well, you know what's so funny is we have the legend of Boggy Creek, and our Boggy Creek is kind of like, it's just a place, but in there's supposed to be like a swamp Bigfoot. I haven't tackled it yet, but I have a feeling it'll be coming up eventually soon, in the next couple of, next year.
I see. So you need to research a little bit. I see. I see. Which genre do you think you're good at writing?
Oh, I love and I enjoy horror, of course, but I like that thrill and that suspense feel, and I do like mystery. That's why I guess I combined a lot. But of course, I think horror is always going to be my first love.
I see. The horror. Yes, I like to read those or watch those horror films too. And how do you brainstorm when composing new scenes, dialogues, and so on?
Well, sometimes it's just a glancing thought of the what ifs, and then I take. It's like, what if this would happen to this character? Is it possible? And what if I take a dark turn to it? And my main thing is, with any character, any setting, anything, is just the what if questions. And if I can't answer the what if questions, then I don't do it.
Yes, even in your life, we often face those what if questions, such as what if I didn't come to America, I'm not sure if I could connect with you. So that is a very lifelong question, I think. How about how do you compose your characters and dialogues?
Well, I take a lot from my family and friends, and
Mm-hmm.
more of mannerisms than anything, like the high pitch of their voice or the turn of their head, the way their eyelashes, just seem to fix on each other and just stay together as they turn. And I take those and I just combine this one major character that I think that would be interesting, that I know that's interesting, that I want to make interesting to other people. And I even take nicknames from everyone and add it in with my characters.
Yes, compared to Japanese people, I was kind of amused that when I speak to those native speakers, they use those body language, eye movement, or kind of small things very well when they're speaking, because Japanese people are very monotonous and they try to stay calm, and that's the thing I kind of needed to fix a lot after I come to America. I see from your real experience. And how about the writer's favorite question. When composing an action sequence, do you first image it in your brain or visualize or toss words randomly on blank page? Or do you have your own ways to compose a sequence?
Oh man, I talk to myself all the time about, and I write like I'm watching a movie. So it comes down to like an action sequence, whether it's like my character Charles running in Vale, or the action sequence of Lee's body being found. I definitely picture it, and I will act out some scenes, especially the dialogue. And then I really do that mostly with the dialogue, because it has to be just right in that part of that book to even have a striking emotion.
Yes, many writers pick this question up because we have those kind of intriguing moments when we try to compose action scenes. Do we visualize or do we try to put the words on it? That's why this question draws a lot of great answers from many writers, I think. And yes, your way is to act by yourself. That is good. And hopefully the other your family members watch it and don't think that you're acting strange.
Oh no, I have a daughter, and I will sit there and I will act out something, or I'll say something to myself, and she's like, "You're at it again, you're doing it again," and I'm like, "But it's a great line."
And that is a very natural reaction. I see.
So it is. She just stares at me
with a very strange eyes.
Yes. She has that eye, like the side eye, like.
I can imagine a family moment. And can you name your recommended 3 books that quickly popped up into your mind?
My Heart is a Chainsaw, Rebecca, and I will always say this: Storm of the Century by Stephen King. I love. He is just, that is just one of my top books for him.
I see. Yes, Stephen King. Yes, I read his memoir on writing this year, and that was really eye-opening for when I tried to approach the writing, and that was a really good book, I think.
I own it, and I reread it right before I start a new story. Every.
I see. How about are you interested in Japanese culture? And if so, what do you want to deep dive?
Yes, I am interested in it, and I really want to deep dive all of the myths and the legends that I've heard. And I mean, I listen to true crime and true crime podcasts, and they I don't remember her name, but she's from she lived in China, and she said that she would bring the cases of true crime on, and then she did a whole section of myth and legends, and I was just so interested in it. And it's like I binge it, and then I'm like writing stuff down in my head.
Yes, because in Japanese we say shinwa. Shinwa writes as a god and a tale, and densetsu like a legend. And we have lots of those things that were fiction, but it sounds very true. And yokai is a particular thing, because yokai seems pretty real, but it's a total fiction in Japan.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so how about any favorite Japanese anime or manga?
You know what? I have never actually picked up one. I haven't. I think the closest that I've ever done to anything is my friend Sky from high school. had a bunch. She was getting me into it slowly. And then, of course, I graduated and I kind of walked away from that, but I need to pick it back up and go right back into it.
Are you interested in the Studio Ghibli or Hayao Miyazaki?
Yeah, I'm all for anything.
I see.
When I deep dive, I'll deep dive. I just go bang.
Yes,
but that's the best.
Yes, we writers go deep dive into anything that inside us, get us curiosity. I think. Yeah.
Yes.
How about what are your hobbies other than reading and writing?
Besides reading and writing, I love to collect horror. Just any memorable anything from horror. I have a Wolfman statue, little, and I have Frankenstein, and I just enjoy that part of me. And I know I'm sticking with the horror, but I love horror movies. New, and I mean, who doesn't? I mean, come on, I love John Carpenter, Wes Craven, and I will rewatch those. And I also love going for walks and stuff with my family, and just enjoy.
Yes, the Australian film Talk to Me, released this year, that was impressive horror film. I enjoyed that one very much.
I loved it, and I also loved let's see, The Lovely Bones. That was
yes.
Yes, that one was. And then I also like, what was it? Piggy. I think it was French. I think it was French. That one. I loved that one. And then I saw Parasite for the first time, like just not
the Korean one, right?
I became obsessed with it, and on 24/7, I was just like amazed. I just love that movie too.
Yes, Bong Joon-ho is pretty famous for making those comedy and horror at the same time. So that's why when I watched Parasite 4 years ago, I was stunned because the story turns into very different direction from the midpoint.
Yeah, I mean, I saw it one way and then it turned and I was like, didn't see that coming. And then I was like, that's it. And and Dumplings. I don't know not a lot of people know about this one. Dumplings about, do you know what I'm talking about? I don't remember who did it, but it's, I think it's Korean, and I'm not sure. Anyway, it's Dumplings about a woman who worked at, someone's going to get at an abortion clinic, and she started doing it in her home. And I was just like blown away at that. I was amazed.
I see. Yes, lots of Korean movies are getting great attention in these days, and we're kind of running out of time. So, any message to watching this? Any message to those watching this interview?
Well, I know that a lot of everyone always says, keep writing, never stop writing, but also
yes.
You write, whether you think it's stupid, whether it's dialogue, it's not worth it, keep it, because you will come back to it, and it's always going to be a springboard to something amazing.
Yes, without anything, we cannot arrange anything or update anything. And finally, what is the most encouraging phrase that you recite when you want to pump up your motivation or crawl out from rock bottom?
Oh, well, I'll admit, I will go to my own mirror and I'll look at myself, and I don't know how many people else would do this, but I'll go, what would Stephen King do? Would he just put it on the side? Would he continue to do it? Will he work his butt off? Will he do it? And then I'm like, if King can do it, I can do it. And that's what I do.
And yes, hopefully you're not going to cut somebody's legs like Misery.
Hey, I don't know. Misery is fantastic.
Yes, I agree. And so thank you very much, Stacey. Her book is called Vale. So folks, if you're interested in Stacey, please pick her work and follow her account. And truly appreciate your participation in this segment, Stacey. Wish you great success, and we'll keep in touch.
Yes, definitely. Thank you. Bye, guys.
Thank you.